Okay, let's get into IR illuminators and IR lasers. How they work, some different options for you. This is what we have here at Woodline. The cheapest, cheapest to the most expensive over here. This is basically an IR flashlight, about $100. This is an IR laser, does a decent job, that is about $200. This is a Hall-Shun 420G illuminator, laser, and a white flashlight. Big shout out to Optic Planets for making this happen. We ordered one from them that was just a illuminator and a laser red, and they didn't have it, so they sent us the next one up that was a illuminator, a laser, green laser, and IR laser, and a flashlight, 600 flashlight on it, with no extra cost. So a big thanks to Optic Planets. This is a D-bar D2 illuminator, IR laser, and green laser. Basically, you can use this as a setup here. It's the cheapest route. You have two different stuff, two different on your gun, two different things to operate at once or independent. This laser does a pretty good job, 100 yards or so. Biggest thing is you want to take the batteries out of it because it's easy to trick on and you don't know it's on and you wear your batteries out. They do make a touch pad for it. We've had some okay success, but they didn't work that well and one was broke. This flashlight does a good job, IR flashlight, of illuminating, but again, there's no touch pad. You have to hit it on, hit it off. As you can see, probably can see the red light on it. I hope you can see that. Turn it off. It does a pretty good job, but again, there's no touch pad. Also, it tends to, being the reflective background, the whole thing looks red, pretty big as a big target compared to these other illuminators, just one little dot. So it's a lot easier to see the red out there with your naked eye on the light, because all of these have a little bit of red dot on this from the naked eye, but a lot of these are hard to see if you're looking just at the right angle. But this one, it does, being reflective, it does shine a red quite often, you can see in the woods. Also, it reflects a lot of light back at the portion that's shining the light. I know that if you shine a light at this across in the woods looking for somebody, if the light hits this, it'll give you position away and shine back. So that's a drawback with these flashlights and lasers. This Hall-Shun 420G, it's a great unit. It's about, I think this unit is about $900, I believe. Comes with quick disconnect, does a good job locking on, keeps zero pretty good. It has a good touch pad on it. Basically, the illuminator, you can adjust the beam smaller to bigger. It has a green laser. The green laser on this is where the IR laser is at, so you can sight in the green laser and the IR laser will be there. The illuminator does a good job, 100 yards or so. And as for the flashlight, I haven't messed with them much. Only reason I have it is because this is what they sent me when they upgraded me. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of flashlights out in the woods on your rifle. So it's a good little unit for the money. This D-bar D2 is the most expensive. It does a good job. You can go probably 150 yards with it, but this is 100 yards. It has the same features as this, except for the light. It also has a green laser like this that is tied into the IR laser, so you can zero it in. But this has a much more powerful illuminator than over the Hall-Shun. Like, so you can get about 150 yards out of this. And it has a quick disconnect and touch pad. Okay, you might ask the question, what is infrared light or IR? And why should I spend money on a IR laser or IR illuminator or flashlight? Infrared light is light that you can't see with your naked eye. Basically, because the way the wavelengths will work on it, you cannot see it with your naked eye. You have to have night vision or another device to pick it up. That's the reason why night vision uses it, so you can't see it without night vision. An IR laser, the reason you want one of them is because it makes it a lot easier to hit targets, and even then you still need to practice shooting with it on, with your night vision on and using the laser. Now I know you can put a red dot on your gun and have the red dot on your right eye and the night vision on your left eye, and you can look down the barrel and they'll compose onto one and you can see, you can shoot. It's tough to do. It's real tough to do. Not saying you can't do it in practice, but every time you shoot, you move, alignment messes up, your night vision gets in the way of your gun. It's just a lot easier using a good IR laser. An IR illuminator is basically a flashlight, and it is a big tool too that'll help you with your night vision. But you have to use good training and good discipline with it, because other night vision will pick that up, so if you don't want to be detected. You will find as you run the night vision that if there isn't a lot of starlight, a lot of natural light like the moon out there, and you get into a woods, thick woods, it gets kind of hard to see farther away with the night vision. That's where the illuminator comes into place, where you can illuminate up ahead of you to see what's there, identify targets, whatever. And it's a big help to have that ability. Again, you got to be careful how you use it though. If you can only buy one, I suggest you buy the laser, because targeting is much more important than illuminating. But I would recommend you buying the Harrison or the D-bar and just put it on your gun. You'll be good to go. Like I said, there'll be big assets to your night vision to make it more effective. Okay, let's talk about helmets and mounts. There's a lot of different options. This is what we have at Woodline and we use at Woodline. Basically, this is the all famous skull crusher that comes with the PVS 14s. This is a piece of rope we rigged up so you can attach it to it. You always want to make sure your night vision is attached to the helmet or the skull crusher somehow, so when it falls off, it doesn't hit the ground and break. It works. In my experience, after about 4 or 5 hours, I can feel it pushing on my head. So it tends to get, you notice it after a while, right across your brow here. Also, you cannot flip it up. If you need to look at something, it just goes back and forth, and that's a pain in the butt sometimes. So, but it's what comes with it, and it does work if that's all you have. Then, basically, we have an airsoft helmet here. No ballistics. No nothing, but it does do a good job. The reason why we drilled holes in them is because on hot nights, with all plastic here, your head just sweats and you get more and more sweat down in your night vision, and your night vision fogs up and your head's pouring of sweat, especially if you're bald, and it just makes things bad. By drilling holes in it, we solve all that problem and allows air to vent and makes it a lot cooler on your head and your night vision. Make sure you always want to spray your night vision down with anti-fog, because on hot days they will fog up easily. This has a Rhino 2 mount on it, Rhino 2 mount. It does a good job. I like these Rhino 2 mounts. They're a couple $100. They flip up and down easy. You have good adjustment. You have tilt. They're durable. When you flip it up, it kills the night vision, so the night vision doesn't shine back with light when you flip it up. Big plus. I like it for the money. It's a good, durable unit. This here is a typical Kevlar helmet, military helmet, ballistics for pistol rounds and shrapnel. Anybody who's worn these knows that they can be hot and heavy. It has basically a GI mount on it. These mounts are like $100 or so. They slide back and forth. I'm not a big fan of these mounts. They tend to, I broke, like this one we had jerry rig, you get a rourke. They get robbery. They don't stay real firm on your eye. They want to wobble. This one here, when you flip it up, it does not kill the night vision. It will keep on shining, so you got to turn it off manually. It's a cheap route, but I'm not a big fan of them. Next is this Team Wendy helmet. It's a ballistic helmet. It's about $1,500. As you can see, it has everything under the sun on it. It has a Wilcox 11 helmet mount that takes for a J-arm that connects it to the night vision. This Wilcox mount is by far the best one out here. Durable, easy to use, but you don't pay 500 some bucks for it probably. But it's a good mount. Tough, rugged. This helmet, like I said, it has ballistic capability. It can get hot in the summer, but it has earphones, it has ear protection, a mic, flashlight, everything. It's a heck of a helmet. So those are some of the basics, helmets and mounts that we run here at Woodline. As for the money, you can make your choice of what you want to buy. All right, conclusions. Night vision, in my opinion, is the biggest combat modifier you can buy besides having a rifle at night. I think it's a must for any prepper, paramilitary, patriot, because a lot of things go down at night and you want to be able to see at night. I went over some of the options, but you need to train with your night vision. You just can't go out there and just say, oh, I've got it and not use it. You need to train with it. You need to train with a team. If you can get a team together, everybody has it and uses them. Then you can come up with like little signals, like we used to say with our infrared laser. If you have an enemy or a target, you just take the laser, you go up and down like this, and everybody knows you got something. And there's other stuff you can come up with your own, so you don't have to communicate with voices at night. But I do recommend you considering it and trying to get it. It's a big modifier. You don't want to go up against people that have good night vision if you don't have anything. Oh, for all you guys out there also, do not, if you have night vision, do not stick guys without night vision with the guys with night vision if you're doing training, because it just makes the guy with night vision ineffective. You just can't do it. They have to be their own independent, because the guys that don't have night vision can't see what he's seeing. They can't keep up with him. It just turns into a mess. So, well, if you find any of this interesting or you want to see more videos like this, just comment down in the comment section. Subscribe if you like this. Also, if you're looking for some training, look up Woodline Tracking or Precision Tactical, our sister company. Remember, time may go on, but life may not. Enjoy.